More than 8 centuries ago, in the golden age of Islamic Spain, a child was born in the bustling city of Murcia in 1165. His name was Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, but the world would later call him Sheikh al-Akbar, the greatest master. From a young age, Ibn Arabi was not like other children. While others played in the streets, he often sat quietly, lost in thought, as if his eyes could see beyond the ordinary world. By the age of 15, something remarkable happened. He experienced deep spiritual visions that completely transformed his life. He left behind the path of wealth and comfort and instead began searching for the hidden truths of existence. He traveled through Andalusia, North Africa, Mecca, Baghdad, Damascus, and beyond, meeting great scholars and mystics. Everywhere he went, people were astonished by his wisdom. It was as if he carried an ocean of knowledge inside him. Ibn Arabi wrote tirelessly. His works filled over 300 books and treatises covering philosophy, poetry, mysticism, and theology. His most famous works, Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah, the Meccan Revelations, and Fusus al-Hikam, the Bezels of Wisdom, are still studied by seekers of knowledge today. He spoke of the idea of Wahdat al-Wujud, the unity of being, which means that all creation is connected, flowing from a single source, Allah. But not everyone understood him. Some scholars admired his depth, while others criticized him, claiming his teachings were too mystical, too mysterious. Yet his words survived, carried by students and travelers, spreading from Spain to the Middle East, from Turkey to India. Ibn Arabi's life was not one of palaces or treasures, but of wandering, writing, teaching, and unveiling spiritual truths. When he finally passed away in Damascus in 1240, his tomb became a place of reflection and prayer for countless visitors. Even today, people remember Ibn Arabi not just as a philosopher or poet, but as a traveler of the unseen world, a man who dedicated his life to unveiling the secrets of love, existence, and the divine. Reflecting on the greatness of God, he said, "He who knows himself knows his Lord." For Ibn Arabi, understanding your own soul was the first step to discovering the divine. Speaking about the power of the human heart, he wrote, "The heart is the throne of God in the world." He believed love and compassion were the real places where God reveals himself. On unity of existence, he said, "There is no existence but His existence." For him, everything around us is simply a reflection of Allah's presence. And about tolerance, he taught, "Do not attach yourself to any particular creed exclusively, so that you disbelieve all the rest. Otherwise, you will miss much good. Nay, you will miss the whole truth." He encouraged people to see beyond divisions and to recognize the divine light in every path of love. Each of his sayings feels like a door opening into another world. Simple words, yet carrying oceans of meaning. Imagine a man who lived in the 12th century, yet his words feel like they were written yesterday. That is Ibn Arabi. He is interesting because he was not only a scholar of religion, but also a poet of love, a philosopher of the soul, and a traveler of the unseen world. At just 15 years old, Ibn Arabi began having powerful spiritual experiences. He described visions of angels, prophets, and mysteries of the universe, things that most people could not even imagine. This gave him a reputation as someone who could see beyond the ordinary world. He didn't write one or two books, he wrote hundreds. Some were thousands of pages long. People wonder, how could a single man gather so much wisdom in one lifetime? While many scholars spoke of rules and laws, Ibn Arabi spoke of love as the key to God. He said the heart is the throne of God, and that love is the ultimate religion. This made him unique, even controversial, but also unforgettable. He didn't limit himself to one way of thinking. He once said, "My heart has become capable of every form. I follow the religion of love." This openness made him interesting to people of many different faiths and cultures. Some scholars admired him as a saint. Others criticized him, even calling him dangerous. This mix of admiration and controversy made his name echo through history. Even centuries later, great poets like Rumi and countless Sufi mystics were inspired by him. His ideas of unity, love, and divine presence are still discussed in universities and spiritual circles worldwide. More than 800 years ago, when scholars, poets, and mystics filled the cities of Andalusia, one man stood out, Ibn Arabi. But why did people call him Sheikh al-Akbar, the greatest master? It wasn't because of wealth or power. In fact, Ibn Arabi lived a life of wandering. His fame came from something far greater: his knowledge, his vision, and his words. Ibn Arabi wrote more than 300 books, exploring everything: philosophy, spirituality, love, the universe, and God. His two most famous works, Futuhat al-Makkiyah, the Meccan Revelations, and Fusus al-Hikam, the Bezels of Wisdom, are still studied today. People were amazed at how one man could know so much. He introduced the idea of Wahdat al-Wujud, the unity of being. This meant everything in the universe is connected, and all of it is a reflection of Allah. For him, the path to God was through love. His teachings were powerful, but also controversial, because not everyone understood his mystical vision. Ibn Arabi's words touched hearts. He spoke of love, tolerance, and unity in ways that felt timeless. His poetry wasn't just literature. It was a doorway to the divine. From Spain to Turkey, from Egypt to India, his work spread across centuries. Sufi saints, poets like Rumi, and great thinkers all felt his influence. Even today, scholars, philosophers, and seekers of truth still read him. When he died in Damascus in 1240, people built a shrine at his resting place. For hundreds of years, travelers, scholars, and lovers of wisdom have visited, seeking inspiration. Ibn Arabi is famous because he wasn't just a scholar. He was a visionary, a mystic, a poet, and a guide. His life's mission was to remind humanity of one truth: that God is love, and love is everywhere.